Man, I gotta share something with y'all. It blew my mind, and I gotta share it with y'all and see what y'all thought about it. So we're talking about Matthew chapter 27. And just the context, this is like whenever Jesus is about to get crucified, right? So we got to start from verse 22. It says, Pilate then said unto them, right? What shall I do with Jesus, which is called the Christ? They all said unto him, let him be crucified. So this is the Jews that took Jesus up to get crucified. The Jewish governors at the time, they didn't have the authority to crucify him, so they took him to Pontius Pilate, which was the Roman governor that had the authority to do it. So this is like the commotion. This is everything going. Verse 23, it says, and the governor said, why? What evil has he done? But they cried out the more, saying, let him be crucified. When Pilate saw that he could prevail nothing, but rather a tumult was made, he took water and washed his hands before the multitude, saying, I'm innocent of the blood of this just person. See to it. So basically, Pilate is like, he washed his hands with it, like, hey, I'm done with the situation. I don't find no fault. I think he's innocent. But like, if y'all want to crucify him, y'all do y'all. And this is the thing that got me, right? Check this out. So verse 25, it says, then the people, now mind you, this was the Jews, okay? This was the Jews that was saying this. It says, then answered all the people and said, his blood be on us and our children. Now look, that is a powerful statement when you say it. So this is what I got out of that, okay? The Jews put themselves and their descendants under a curse for crucifying Jesus when they said his blood be on his hands. Now the thing is, 2,000 years later, if we look at it now, okay, majority of Jews do not believe that Jesus is the Christ. Okay, so mind you, words have power. They said his blood be on our hands and our children's hands. Okay, now we know from the Bible that Jesus is the only way to salvation, and you have to believe and confess him as Lord. Majority of Jews, I ain't saying all Jews, because some of them do believe Jesus is a Messiah, but majority of Jews don't believe that Jesus is a Messiah, which off rip, you can't enter into heaven without that. So they literally, this scripture is literally still alive today. They said his blood be on their hands and their kids' hands. And listen to this clip.
They're a Messiah
in Judaism.
in Judaism.
Jews invented the Messiah, but it's not the same Messiah that most people think about,
Okay.
right? Because when Christians think of the Messiah, they think of someone who's divine.
Yeah.
They think of, the end of days. What we have for the Messiah is a man, a king of this earth, who's going to bring peace among the nations in this world.
And he will not be divine.
He will not be divine.
So it's literally on their children's hands, because the modern day Jews don't even believe that Jesus is the Messiah, which off rip cancels them from even having salvation. Do you see how deep that is? Moral of the story, watch what you speak over your children, because your delusion just might rob them from the opportunity to have salvation. That's a word. Tell me y'all thoughts, man. I love y'all. God bless.